Our top story this morning, to encourage people to get vaccinated, the South Korean government will offer some incentives, even if they have only received their first dose of the vaccine. For details, we have our Kim Dami on the line for us. Dami, tell us more details.
Mok-yeon, starting next Tuesday, those who have been fully vaccinated will have much more freedom in their daily lives. That includes removing restrictions on gatherings with immediate family members. Let's take a listen.
Those who have completed the first dose of the vaccine will be exempt from the restrictions on gatherings of immediate family members. Gatherings and activities at senior centers and community centers will be held much more freely.
The so-called vaccine incentives come as the government is encouraging people to get the jabs to speed up the country's inoculation process. Plus, starting July 1st, people who have gotten even just one vaccine dose will not be required to wear masks in some outdoor areas like parks and trails. They will also be exempt from restrictions on the number of attendees at some facilities as well as at religious gatherings. And those who have received 2 shots will be exempt from attendance limits at private meetings, restaurants, cafes, and weddings. The Prime Minister said all these incentives will be reevaluated after the end of September, when over 70% of the population is expected to have completed the first dose of vaccination. That's when the need to wear masks indoors could be reconsidered.
Now, Tammy, as of now, 7.5% of the population have received their first dose of the vaccine, but the country's inoculation program will start to pick up from Thursday. Who's eligible?
So the first dose of vaccinations will begin for those aged between 65 and 74, as well as those with critical respiratory symptoms. Now, with a broader range of vaccine eligibility and more vaccine shots secured, the government is confident it can inoculate over 1 million people a day. So starting Thursday, over 5.1 million people will be able to get their jobs at almost 13,000 designated medical centers across the country. On top of over 3 million doses of AZ shots secured in the country, an additional 5.5 million doses will be ready by the first week of next month. And now with cluster infections continuing to pop up across the country, South Korea has added 707 new COVID-19 cases earlier this morning. That's all I have for now. Back to you, Mok-yeon.